Okay, hello everyone. um Now I want to do a video that will guide on how we can work on our domain. So I'll be giving everybody their separate domain. You won't be working on the same domain, but for today and tomorrow we are going to be doing a practical. We are going to be working on one domain together. That one domain is for you to get conversant with what you want to do or what you should be expecting. So now, firstly, I said you must have the following things on your phone: IP changer and Firefox browser. Now, for the purpose of this lecture, I'm going to show you some things. Like, before I start anything, I'll clear all my app data for the two apps I'm going to be using. The two apps we're going to be using majorly is the IP changer and the Firefox. Often, frequently like that, we'll be using it. So now let me go to app settings. You go to app, then you look for those two apps. Now this is long cut. I just want us to understand this for those who don't have any idea about this before. There's a shortcut to go about this. So you go to Firefox, you clear the data, you click on storage, then you clear data. Now let me explain this. Every time you want to create an impression with an IP, ensure you always come here to clear your app data. Ensure you always come here to clear your app data. So now, then the IP changer. I'm clearing the IP changer data because I want to show you. I want to start from the scratch now. But if you are using the IP changer, maybe you change from one IP after creating an impression or click, then you come back, you want to use it again, there's no need clearing your app data again for the IP changer. But you must clear app data for Firefox. For every new IP you are using, you must clear your app data. So now this thing takes less than 1 minute to do, but because I'm explaining to you now, that's why you think it's somehow difficult. So now, the first thing, I change my IP address. I click on change IP. The first step is you change your IP. You switch on your airplane mode. I believe those who already passed the 2 tests already know how to do this. Then you switch it off back. Then you wait for the network to boot. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, now it's back. So then you go back. Back. Now it has changed the IP. So now I go to my Firefox. Then you copy the domain that I gave to you. Just copy it down. The domain we are going to be using tonight generally is this. Let me show you. Okay, before you click on the domain, now to save your data, go to settings. Before you do anything, first go to settings. You need to do some setup so that it will save your data. Then you go to advanced. Then you click on show image. Then you block. You are going to block it so that image will not show. While you are opening the pages, images will not show, so it will save your data. So now I'm done with that. Now I can go to the website now. Okay, I click on the domain I'm going to be giving you. This is the one we are using tonight generally, but from Monday everyone will have their own separate domain. So I click on it. Okay, now it has opened. Then what did I do next? Now I wait a while ahead. Now then you click on allow. You wait for this to pop up, then you click on allow. Then you can now continue working. You can see there, these are post one. This is 4 ways to get paid to share link one. This is another post, different way to earn $1,000 online monthly. This is another post. This is another post. This is another post. This is another post. Now what you just do is this: you open on this post in a new tab. You open it down in a new tab like this. I've opened this now. It has opened. I'll open this too. Click on open new tab. It has opened. If you click here now, you are going to see it. You can see it's showing three. Can you see it has opened? Now this is the home page. I've opened 3 page now. I open this, I open this, and I open this. So you need to open on the page down, then I will show you after opening all the page. Okay, click on open new tab. Open new tab. Open new tab. Now I've opened everything. You can see I have seven pages open. So now I now click on the first page. Now on the first page I don't need to do anything. Let me go to the second page. Now what did I do? I click on this virtual money tree. When I click on it, a ad will pop up. I click on it. Can you see? A ad will pop up. I leave that. I go back and I close this. I've worked on this already. I close it. Can you see? Then I work on this one too. Same thing. I click on virtual money tree. Can you see? Another ad has opened. I go back here. I close this one too. You close it. Can you see? Different ways to earn. Then the third one, I click on this. Can you see? I leave the ad to open. I close this one too. I work on the next one. I open this. I click on virtual money tree. I come here. I close it. I work on the next one. Can you see? The ad has opened. I come here, how to earn. I close it. Now the last one, which is 30 business idea. I click on this. And I'm done now. Now I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 ads open. Now for each IP address, ensure that you open at least 20 ads. 20 ads is what will create an impression, a reasonable impression for someone to actually, that will be counted as an impression on my side. So I've done 6 so far minus the home page. So after doing this, on a normal day, I ought to create like 10 posts or even more than 10, so that it will be much easier. You just be opening everything once. Let's say I have 10 posts now. You just open the 10 posts at once, then you start working on it again. So now let me show you what I just did again. I would refresh the home page now. After I've opened that, because I don't have enough posts, that is why I'm doing this. I'll refresh the home page. Now I will do same thing that I just did. Now open a new tab till I have 20, till I click on 20 ads. I create 20 impressions with that IP. Remember, I'm still using one IP now. Okay, I open. Okay, then the last one. Alright, now I do same thing again. I come here, I click on this, I click on virtual money, that's open. So I go and close it. 4 ways to get this. The next one, different ways. I click on virtual money, the others open. I go and close it, different ways. I close it. Can you see? Now the next one, I click on virtual money. For the purpose of this lecture, that is why I'm taking my time. On a normal day, this takes less than 1 minute, or let's say 2 minutes to complete. Now I click on virtual money for this. I'm done with this. Now I open it. You don't need to be waiting for the ad to load. Just when you see that it has opened, just go and close it and do the next one. Can you see? It's as fast as that. Can you see? You don't need to wait for it to load. Just the next one, click on virtual money. Then I'm through. Now let me see how many ads did I have now. Minus the home page, 13, plus the home page make it 14. So I will have to do one more because I don't have enough posts on my blog or my domain. So that means I have to do one more. Remember, I said you must do 20, at least 20. You must do 20 clicks, or you must create 20 impressions per IP address. What I have just done now is that I have created 13 impressions and I need 20 impressions per IP. Okay, now, and we are to do 100 IP per day. This is just one I'm doing. So now I do this. I click on open new tab. I click on open new tab. After I'm through with this now, and I will change my IP and I will do another one. Then the other one I'm going to do is going to be very fast. Because of this lecture, that is why I'm taking my time to explain. Okay, so I click on new tab. Just press it, new tab. So now let me go and work. Now starting with 4 ways to get, I click on virtual money tool, ads pop up, virtual money tool, ads pop up. Then I close it, I don't need it. Different ways to earn. I click on virtual, the ads are pop up. Okay, I move to the next one, virtual money. Can you see? I move to the next one, virtual money. I click on virtual money. Then I close it, I move to the next one, virtual money. I'm done with this. I close it, I move to the next one, virtual money. Now I close this, then the last one, virtual money. Now I'm through with everything. You can see I've opened 21 clicks so far, minus the home page. Can you see? Minus the home page, I've opened 21 clicks so far, minus the home page. Okay, no, 20, not 21. Can you see? Minus the home page. So when you are through like this, you just go to settings, then you go to app and you look for Firefox and you clear your app data. But I'll be using shortcuts. I don't need to go to settings. I'll just go to shortcuts, storage, then I clear my app data. Now I can work on another IP. I click on IP changer. Now that is one click. I created 20 impressions. 20 impressions altogether gives me one click, and I'm to do 100 clicks per day. So now I close this. That is 100 clicks, 100 IP address. If I'm doing 100, what I just did now, I did that with one IP. Now I'm using another IP. Now I'm going to be using another IP, and I'll create another 20 impressions, which will give me 1 clicks. When I'm done, I clear my Firefox, then I come back to IP changer again, and I change my IP, and I continue the process like that till I've done 100 clicks per day. So now it has changed my IP. I go to my Firefox. This time I will take my time. I won't have to explain much. I'll just go straight and start working. Okay. Firstly, I go to settings to I deactivate my image so as to save my data. Then I block. Now I can start working. I might not do the 20 impression. You already know what you're supposed to do, so I'll just do few ones for the purpose of this lecture. I just want to show you that this thing takes less time to complete if you know what to do. Okay, another thing I want to show you is this. To make the job much easier for you, you can just copy the domain. So anytime you want to work, you just paste it, copy, and you paste. So as I'm changing the IP and I come back to Firefox, I just paste it. I don't need to waste time trying to type again. So it will also save time. So now it has opened. So I wait a little bit. I click on allow. Now I open home page. Can you see? Remember, you have to do 20 impressions. 20 impressions will give you 1 click, and we have to do 100 clicks. So this is the second click I'm doing now. I'm to create 20 impressions. Now for the purpose of this lecture, I might not create 20 impressions, but you know what to do. I have created 5 impressions now. This plus the home page, that is what makes it 6. So now I just want to show you again. You click on virtual monitor, you close it, you move to the next one. You click on virtual monitor, you close it, you move to the next one. You click on virtual monitor, you close it, you move to the next one. You click on virtual monitor, you close it, then the last one. So this is how you do it over and over till you have 20 impressions. Then after 20 impressions, you clear your app data and you change your IP address and you start all over again with another new IP. So when you are through with everything, like now I have 1 2 3 4 5, I have 20 impression. I've created 20 impression now, and I'm supposed to create at least 20. Sorry, I've created 5 impression, and I'm supposed to create 20 impression before I can get a click. Now I've created 5, but you know exactly that you are to create 20 impression. Now after clicking on all the home page, and maybe I have 10 home page, then you have exhausted, you are done with everything, you've closed all the home page, and you've closed all the pages you opened. Then you will refresh, you must reload, you must click on refresh button before you can start opening another one again. You click on refresh button when you are through with the first set. Maybe I open 10 page at once and I'm done working on everything, then I still need to work on another 10. I will now come here and refresh, then I will now start working again, opening like that. You get till I have 20 impression. So like that. So far now I have 8. 3 more. Same thing again. You click on virtual money tree. Oh, I've not closed it. Then you work on the second one, virtual money tree. Then you work on the third one, virtual money tree. So I'm done. I've not created 20. I'm just showing you for the purpose of this lecture. So far I've created 8. You can see it's writing 9 because of the home page. I'm not counting the home page. That is why I said 8. So till you have 21 minus home page, that is 20. Then when you are through, you clear your app data and for Firefox, and you are done. Meanwhile, your IP changer, just leave it, don't clear the app data. Maybe when you have more than enough history that you think there is now too much, you can now clear your app data for the IP changer. Okay, so thank you. That is how it goes. 20 impression, you change your IP, you use one IP, you create 20 impression. The 20 impression give you 1 click, and you have to create 100 clicks. That means for each IP address you have to create 20 impression. If you are connecting to 10 IP address, you have to create 20 impression each for each IP. So thank you very much, and have a lovely day, or have a lovely night.